What's up guys, welcome back to another Destiny 2 exotic weapon review video. In today's vid, I'll be going over the Huckleberry Kinetic SMG with the Masterwork version applied to it. So as you can tell, this is kind of the original look of the Huckleberry. I actually have the Devil's Work ornament, which I really like on this thing. It makes it look pretty awesome. But I do want to go over the perks. So it does come with Ride the Bull, increased rate of fire and recoil while you're holding down the trigger, and then kills with this weapon reload a portion of the magazine. Then you have Fluted Barrel, ricochet rounds, and then its trait perk, which is key, Rampage. Kills with this weapon temporarily grant increased damage, stacks up to 3 times, and they have short action stock. And then I do want to go over the Huckleberry Catalyst and once you masterwork it. So essentially it grants Ambitious Assassin, overflows the magazine based on the number of rapid kills before reloading. So how to obtain this weapon in general, since it is an exotic weapon not tied to a quest, you can only get it from a random exotic drop from an engram, or you can get it from Xur if he's selling it, or if Xur has a faded engram, which essentially gives you an exotic that you do not have. So if you do not have the Huckleberry, the faded engram gives you a chance to get it. Now, how to obtain the Huckleberry Catalyst itself, you must complete Heroic Adventures, and it's completely an RNG drop once you completed them. It took me 20 tries in Heroic Adventures. I've heard people get it on their first try. I've heard people get it on their 70th try. So it's completely RNG. Basically, all you need to do is get kills with it to get the full Masterwork version once you obtain the Catalyst. The full Masterwork version, as I said, comes with Ambitious Assassin. In my opinion, this perk added on is completely useless considering we already have the auto reload perk, and the whole point of this weapon isn't to reload anyway. Like, yeah, maybe you can hit Rampage a little faster if you have a few extra bullets in the magazine and you don't have to waste them when it's below 30 or anything like that, but still, I didn't find it extremely useful, like, in my opinion. Now here's a summary of my thoughts on the perk. So Ride the Bull has 2 interesting aspects that go with the perk. So number 1, you get faster rate of fire and partial reload on kill. So those are the 2 things. So these 2 aspects pair very well together. Essentially, once you get your first kill, the mag reloads. By the way, it reloads half the magazine. Just a heads up. So as long as you hold down the trigger, the rate of fire will increase up to ×2 with Ride the Bull, and as long as you keep chaining kills, you can keep Ride the Bull at ×2 and have a full magazine if you just keep chaining kills. So Rampage also improves the aspects of Ride the Bull, like, tremendously, right? Like, being able to have the auto reload's great, but if you don't have the damage to back it up and actually have the auto reload perk proc, then it's a little bit harder. So if you keep up the chaining kills aspect that I mentioned, Rampage will eventually work its way up to ×3 pretty easily, and having Rampage at ×3 when going up against a mob of ads is going to make this weapon a crowd control machine. Like, this is what this thing was made for. PvE wise, I know you guys are going to be slightly disappointed, but I do not have any PvE footage of this weapon. And the reason being is because I think a lot of people know that it's friggin' amazing for PvE activities, right? I use it in all the raids. So this is definitely a top tier weapon for any and all PvE activities. Even with just the auto reload and the Rampage aspects, this weapon already blows other quote unquote PvE exotics out of the water. Like, you don't even need Ride the Bull in this weapon, and it'd still be freaking amazing. So personally, I would say if you're someone who's the person who takes care of all the ads in a Nightfall or a raid, this weapon is for you. This is my favorite weapon to use in all the raids because of the crowd control it offers. Obviously, this weapon isn't as effective against higher tier level enemies just by itself because you can't utilize its perks effectively, but still, it is a great weapon for PvE. The main purpose of these clips and the main reason I'm using this weapon for this review is for PvP mostly. Like, as I said, great for PvE, but I do want to go over PvP. So in the Crucible, it's definitely good. The thing that bothers me is that the perks are slightly underutilized. Like, even if you do get a kill and have Rampage active, what's to stop another enemy to come and finish you off if you're already weak, which usually happens after most close quarters engagements, considering this is an SMG. And before anyone says that I'm saying it's a horrible option for PvP, I'm not. I'm just saying that the perks won't be used as much as other SMGs. Like, it's definitely good as you could tell from the clips, but in any event, the build I used for PvP was the Warlock with the Devour Tree and the Lunafaction boots. With the auto reload from the boots perk, you can fire this weapon forever as long as you have your Rift up, and basically will allow you to keep Ride the Bull at ×2, and it'll be active until the Rift drops. So you can literally just keep firing this weapon. It's basically like the Sweet Business, except in SMG form at that point. So, plus, if you eat your grenade and have Devour active, you can start chaining kills and get your health back after every kill, which worked out pretty well in my opinion. The other build I used was the Titan with the Peacekeeper exotic boots. Essentially, what Peacekeepers do is give you quick draw on your SMGs and a super fast reload, and when they're stowed away, they get reloaded very quickly as well. And you don't need to, like, it's way faster than the auto loading holster perk, which takes about 5 seconds. This literally takes about 1 second. So If you guys want me to drop a guide on what builds you should use for the Huckleberry, just let me know in the comment section below. I'm definitely down to make a guide for all that stuff. I definitely tried out a few builds with this thing, and obviously I said with the Warlock Lunafaction boots work, with the Titan Peacekeepers work. There's some other things that'll work as well. Those are just the 2 things that I found effective. So if you want a guide, just let me know in the comment section below. Finally, my ranking is a 12 out of 10. I usually never go over 10. But I just really like this weapon. Like, overall, this is one of the best SMGs to be using in general, and there's no other weapon like it with its archetype, with its perks, etc., etc. I highly recommend testing it out in all PvE activities and trying different builds in PvP. As I said, I'll make a guide for it if you guys want it. Just let me know. And the Huckleberry is my personal favorite weapon. Like, I love text mechanical weapons. I love the last word in Destiny 1. I love the first curse in Destiny 1, and the Huckleberry, like, obviously it's not the same thing, but it still gives me that Tex Mechanica vibe, dude. I really, really enjoy this weapon. Alright guys, that's my Huckleberry Masterwork review. If you guys want to help support me, there'll be a link below. Say best way to support me. I'll take you to a 4-minute video. If you want to go check that out, that'd be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, turn on that notification bell next to subscribe if you want to be notified when I drop some new content on the channel, and then comment y'all want to see below. Again, I'm making content for you, so whatever you want to see, I will try to get out there as quickly as possible. I just got my Stern Masterwork, I just got my Sweet Business Masterwork, Graviton Lance Masterwork, so you already know there's going to be some reviews dropping there soon. Also, we have the Discord link below. If you want to join the Discord, that'd be cool as well. There's no requirements. You don't have to be part of the clan. You don't have to even like this video. You don't have to subscribe to the channel or anything. You can just join. We have some chats going, obviously about Destiny 2 Forsaken, some upcoming games, obviously things like Division 2, Anthem, stuff like that. And we actually have some voice chats as well. So if you want to talk to me, like, that's probably going to be the best way to do it. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.